Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome to our fifth of 52 lessons from our elders and wisdom keepers. I'm having to redo this introduction as we had technical difficulties with the initial recording with Eric, and both mine and Susan's introduction and the first 30 seconds of his speech was lost. So this is the introduction to Tata Eric Gonzales. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We welcome you to our fifth of 52 lessons from our elders and wisdom keepers. Today we are blessed with the teachings and wisdoms of Tata Eric Gonzales. Tata Eric Gonzales is a lineage holder and a day keeper of the Chaquital Maya of Guatemala. He has trained in the ceremonial way for 32 years with indigenous healers and medicine people from North, Central, and South America. With a foundation in oral tradition, Tata Eric shares with a global community via teleclasses, teachings, and lectures at universities, schools, international gatherings, and conferences. His wisdom and teachings have also been featured in various documentaries, magazines, journals, and books. Currently, Eric is directing the co-creation of the School of Earth Wisdom, with an emphasis on connecting elders and youth. He continues to coordinate and organize international events, gathering spiritual leaders and leading ceremonies. Over a 30-year period, Tata Eric traveled with, trained under, and was initiated by spiritual elders from Mexico, Colombia, Peru, Guatemala, and throughout North America. He has been blessed with a truly unique connection to the sacred guidance which comes directly from Spirit. Since his early childhood, Tata Eric Gonzales has received profound and sustained healing from the indigenous medicine of Guatemala. As a small boy, carried by his grandmother to tribal healers for treatments, he formed an early and lifelong connection to the natural and spiritual forces that work guiding his astonishing earth walk. We are in for a treat, and with that, I give you Eric Gonzales. Thank you.
Our connection to the Spirit will never be taken from us, and that's what we are strong with. That connection is unbroken here with our people. I know many places the same way. And as I say, Grandpa, yeah, I have 8 grandkids and 5 children, and I have adopted many children all over, because we believe that we gotta keep them in a nice, beautiful, and safe place. The things that other places teach, it's okay. They must learn how to navigate the world, but we the same, how to be in this sacred world, how to honor Mother Earth, the Father Sky. So for our people, it's never just a woman on one side and the men on the other, and that there's conflict about relationships. So we, in an example, gatekeepers to the sacred mountains are always a couple. It says, Balam Kitsev Kahi Palunya. Balam Kitsev is the male part of the creation. Kahi Palunya is the female part. And so everything is Katat Pitol Kanan Sakol, the mother, father, creator. We say Ometel, the Hunap Ku. Within one is multiples, and the multiples are within the one. And so we focus in, like with Susan and others, and thank you for the opportunity to come into the sacred circle of the grandmothers encircling the earth. Greatly honored and privileged to come in this circle, in this family, and share a little bit, as whatever is needed, we just show up to do our best, to bring love, to bring the echo of the generations, to bring harmony and peace. And so our life has not changed much, living in the mountains here, or up in Deer Mountain, north of Mount Shasta. We have another home over there. So we go back and forth, and the places are for, we call them the sanctuaries, Pashil Kayala. Bashil Kayala is in the Rukush Mayab, in the heart of the Maya. Bashil Kayala are the sanctuaries, the connected dimensions. And we anchor them with the ceremonies, with our love, with our participation with nature, not to come make conflict, not to overtake the animal life or the plant life, the spiritual life, but we go to be part of it. And sometimes, all the time, we ask permission. Rukush Kaslem Nawal, Rukush, you left the sacred spirit of this place, the Kyungung Mak, we excuse us. Can we participate in this place, because we bring these offerings to you? So we always bring offerings. We make requests, make offerings, and our life is for gratitude. Thank you, like this here. Thank you to each and one of you for your medicine, for the efforts, for the unification that you are all part of. To carry that sacred connection of one being, we say, Hungwinak. The one being is a complete. Hungwinak, we are male, female inside of us equally. And so when the Hungwinak is in harmony, is in balance, there's no struggle. I am man, I am a woman, I am a human, I'm a spirit. We are spirits in given a gift by Creator to express ourselves in this beauty. So when we look at each other, the reflection is that you are me, I am you. And so we go together, and so there's no reason for all these things, that a human sickness of the mind and the heart, to be again in this circle here. And I know this is why we're here. So thank you for, doing your sacred walk, your prayers. Wow, that is so amazing to see that our peoples are searching for each other. Like this circle here, this family is enlined for all many families. And all the families are coming back to that. What do I love? What do we love? What is worth living for? And what is worth dying for? But what is worth giving my best, so that my bundle, my experience will be transmuted to my kids, my grandkids, and to the next generations. That is our key for us. That's why we focus on that. What is it that we're going to give, and give it to the next generation? Our kids, our grandkids, to share with all our communities, all of our peoples, because that was the intention. 500 years ago, we were to meet, to see each other again, because the earth, we said in the Rukush Kaslem, the Rikach, the essence of the sky talks, the stars move, and our people were day keepers. We are day keepers to watch how the conversations of the cosmic is with Mother Nature. So we know that we are now entering the sixth sun in our calculations, the Mayan calendars. We know that it's a new galactic cosmic season that we are beginning. New frequencies, new adaptations that we must, all physical life, we must go through to evolve, so we are harmonized with this new season. And one thing that has kept us in beauty, we say we walk the beauty way, is the connection to the spirit. Make it nice like that. So we have our ceremonies where our humanity dissolves. We no longer need the mask, no longer need the jewels, no longer need the things that are not true. Is that to become real essence. No more human. We when we look through the eyes, there's a little pressure behind the eyes, and that eye is a spirit acknowledging that I'm using this vessel to experience a gift, life itself, to smell the flowers, to walk by the water, to sit and be in conversations with creation. So we talk a lot. We talk to the trees, talk to rocks people. We go into the river nation. We talk to the forest people. In the cloud people, we talk to the great fires in the sky, our ancestors. We call it the mayul, the mist that it makes it go. We got to go through the veil sometimes because nothing of this physical we take with us. But body stays here. When we rest, our spirits are born again. We go back and we look back and we say, oh, that was very nice what we were gifted. That was a nice life we had. And sure, many things we must experience all. The sadness, the happiness, the good days, the not so good days. But that is our gift that we accepted when we came into, when the egg allowed the sperm to go in. Then the spirit come in. And as for us, that's when the Rukush Krakaslim, the essence of life, it starts to evolve to like the beauty that each one of you are. Each expression, each connection, each thought, it makes one of the whole. No separation. We've never been separated. Only by the illusions that were inflicted upon our world is that has feelings of separation. In the spirit, no separation. All the diversity is a one expression of the one creation of the spirit of life. And when we do that, they say there's no conflict to anything that is above or below, beside, to side, behind you, in front of you, seen or unseen, known or unknown. It's all us. It's one of us, one being. So whom we knock. One essence, the Hunapku, the one that makes everything moves. We just, the mind collector, we're the collective consciousness of one species, of one body. Then we have relationships to many nations. Like here we have brought over 500,000 trees and maybe half of that in our little babies. We make babies. One big tree makes seeds. And then we pollinate, we make little babies, and we plant some more. and that's how we are here. The same as Deer Mountain, ceremonial grounds. We call Pashil Kayala, lodges, arbors, places to sit and talk to the creation, places to grow food, places to harvest the medicines, place to watch the deer and the bears, do, the beautiful, listen to the songs of the birds. So that's how we think that we know it, that our gift to become physical, that spirit is enjoying it. Every time I look, oh, I'm enjoying this and this, And then we see that because of the arrogance and the ignorance of our arrogance and the arrogance of this ignorance, we're almost destroying our world. And so now it's time for us to bring back the connection to life. Bring back to ourselves so that we know that through us, the spirit will come. We said we are the hollow bone. Let it come through. It's easier than fighting it. It's more beautiful to love than to be worrying about who I'm going to fight today or who I hate over there. That takes more energy. It disperses us from the connection to life, to the nature. So that's why today we don't respect nature. We don't love nature. We don't respect each other. We don't love each other. We like to see you as a full blossom tree. Your best song is, oh yes, that's the best song. Your best dance, yes, that's the greatest dance ever that you express through the spirit. And we celebrate that beauty that you have. Not jealous, not competition, not like, you know what? No. We like to train and spend time in nature because our Mother Earth will teach us. The Father Sky will show us how we can reintegrate, reconnect. So here we have dedicated the mechanisms to reconnect to life again, because some of us, we have forgotten. I forgot. And so my elders took me and look, this is how sweet water tastes. This is how the fire feels. like a baby. You know, they took me and they said, look, this is how we walk in this way, the beauty way. Let the pollen touch your skin. You don't have to have shoes or clothes sometimes. We go in the woods and we're like just sitting there with the spirit. A little cold, maybe a little hot, maybe too hot to get into the spring or the creek. The lake is too cold. Just shiver up, you know, and build a little fire. But we start to listen to the languages of the universe. How does the fire talks? The fire talks a lot. How does the water talks? She's always singing and down the brooks, the waterfalls, and in a big language that I had to learn again because I didn't know. They said talk Spanish, talk English, and some of the other ones, but the nature talks. The stone people, what are they saying that they watched for millions of years, how everything came to be the way it is today? Some of those great trees, we sit by those, we tie ourselves. We have sashes that represent the feather serpent. We call it Kukulkan, Kukumats, Quetzalcoatl, come on. I'm going to tie myself to this holy tree. Rukush Kaslem Che, we say. The Che, the tree of life. The Kotzich Kaslem, the flowers of life. And that will wait till the pollen come down and sprinkle to your soul, and you are happy again. No more struggles, you know. But it is that simple. We tie ourselves and we dance with the tree. We sing songs that come in. You know, sometimes we don't know, at first we don't know what they're saying, but we sing. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, hey, yo, ho, hey, yo, ho, hey, yo.
Nice.
We talk to the spirit that way, and we bring happiness to us, and our fire's bright. Our mind becomes a little clear, you know, starts to see, oh, that's how they talk. The frogs talk to the eagle talks to the bear, and the bear talks to the salmon, and everybody's talking. But we don't know what we're talking, so we got to learn, you know. And that's what, when we come across our nation, our people, is to see the beauty of your heart, you know. What is it that for you to express? And the reunification, the no more struggle, man and woman. We need each other. You know, I cannot make love to myself and have a baby. I need a woman to make a baby, to make that love. You know, we need each other now to restructure our families. Because we broke the sacred hoop. Our hoop is shattered. But those little pieces are strong. Those little pieces fit another piece. Like the grandmother's circle of the earth, they fit with the grandpas. And when the circle is strong and united, it's like, oh yeah, here's a family. Be the abuelitos, abuelitas, they see the children are playing around, they see the dog soldiers, we see the medicine women, they see the midwives. Everybody has a job to do, a gift to share. And that's what we honor. We like to see that. We encourage, you know, what is your medicine? How do we bring it together? And so we see what's happening in the world. And the sixth sun, we shared in 2012 when we call it Osh Lahuch Baktun. When the transition of the fifth sun went to sleep is complete. 26,000 years is done. A new era began. What is it? In 26 years, we shared to the world, you know, because others, the Hollywood said the end of the world for December 21st, 2012, but it wasn't, the Maya never said that. We never said that. We said it was going to be gifted to us another opportunity to evolution, to another way of being. So we have 26 years from that time to decide what we want our world to be. Do we want this chaos and all the troubles they are doing, that we're witnessing? All fear about sicknesses and this and that? Or we go embrace spirit? We know we have the medicines. that they don't need to inject, you don't need to peel, nothing. We got the plants, we got the ceremonies. The Creator left everything there for us to use. That no matter what happens, we will always find that connection. And so that's what we do here. We it's like a botanical laboratory. What plants go together, and what do the elders say about this combination of medicines that will heal all the Huminak, the one being? And it will take not just one plant, two plants, or just a one dance or one ceremony, but it will take all the shift of lives. We have to change our lives, how we walk the earth, how we approach the spirit. That's what they keep telling us. And so we are living it now. Our sanctuaries must become fortresses now. Fortresses to protect the mind, the body, and the spirit, to protect the seeds, to protect the great warriors of the bees, the worms. You know, we have here worms. We make teas for the food for the plants, because many plants are sick too. And so we make the medicine to give it to the plants, and then the plants bring good avocados or the honey. You know, the bees are healthy, so we take the bees and the honey, and then we start to have a symbiotic relationship. I depend on the worms. I do. Those are my great relatives. And I depend on the bees. I can't do the work that they do. And so we plant lots of flowers, and we take care of the bees. And when it's hard, we give them little food. And when it's now, we harvest and we help them. And so this is our sacred work, our relationship to this Mother Earth today. So thank you for the wisdom of the grandmothers and the grandfathers here, of each and one of us who are uniting. The sacred unification, that we call it the sanctification of our own essence. We are not separate. So I need to sanctify in my mind my love for each one of us. And so then it's just collaboration, and we're love sharing, and then we start to celebrate. Good harvest, good medicine, feeling good, and we share the medicine with the world. So thank you.
You still have an hour to talk, Eric.
Okay. So we've been sharing right now about the Mayan calendar. You know, we have a course that we just begun, because in the galactic planetary relationship is about aligning to true time, let's say. Some people we can talk about the time is an illusion, but it is measurable. One day the sun comes up, then it goes down, and it starts to make a cycle of life. In this cycle of life, if we align with it, when we plant the seeds, let's say, is that we know that the sun will germinate it, that the water will be there, and that if we're not aligned to it, we will plant a seed in the middle of the snow. It will not grow. It will maybe not have enough period of sun and water to truly evolve into our food. So the same thing will go to us as the humans. There must be the proper time. We call them the rites of passage, ceremonies that teaches us how do we conduct ourselves within the family unit. What is our responsibility? What is our gratitude that we need to share so that the family thrives? And so that is like aligning to the galactic and the planetary clocks. And that's what our people were able to navigate, not just this observation in the mathematics to how long the earth goes around and the sun, but spirit time. What happens in the spiritual relationship? So we know that in this physical form, we cannot occupy the same space at the same time. However, when we cross the veil, then we start to become in the oneness. And so it is easy to be in oneness. It is easy to absorb everything, and now there's no reason to think I'm occupying a space that should be something else or something else is occupying, because now we're all in the same essence. So the Maya, we talk about Rukush, the heart, the essence of things. What is the essence of our journey through here, let's say? What is the purpose of these gatherings? What is the purpose to share the medicine ways? What is the purpose? There's a lot of questions. We call it the Achkijabs, the shamans, the medicine people are like scientists, researchers. How do we do these things together? How do we listen to the instructions, but then we got to go and prove it ourselves, kind of? How does this tree grow? Okay, they told me they will grow this way, and it's now a 500-year tree, 3,000-year redwood. But what did it take for that? What does it take to hold a one drop of water in your finger? There's a whole relationship to the whole aspect of water. What does it take to strike a fire? So we've been looking at what is the essence of everything we're doing now that will bring us back to a very clean relationship. So what did we put in our fire? Sometimes they gave me a tobacco. The tobacco for us, very sacred. You know, it's a food. It's a something we share with the spirits and with ourselves. But now sometimes we just buy the tobacco. We don't know what they did with it. We don't know. They say it's organic. Okay, great. But it's plastic, and you open it and say, oh, Creator, offer this tobacco. Okay, maybe that was the best we could do 30, 40 years ago. But now we know that the relationship to that tobacco is to grow it. Grow the plant. See what it does. Look at the flower. What color of the flower is it? How does it smell? How does it taste? What does it feel? So then when you harvest it and it's in your bundle ready to pray with it, you know its name, you know its song, you will know how it was. When did you pick it? Was it full moon, new moon, or middle of between? Was it in the early morning or in the evening? It makes a difference. That relationship to our medicines. So that's just an example. The other, now we know that the medicine healing, the recuperating of our bodies, in our minds, in our spiritual, it starts with what we do with our bodies. What we eat is what we become. And so, big, incredible pandemic, the diabetes, the poisons that were given to us, now we're paying the price for it. But how do we heal that? Again, learning, what am I eating? Where does this come from? What am I going to do with it? Can I shift them? Well, maybe not, because I live in the city. I don't have a way to start my gardens. But maybe search to who's growing it and support that symbiotic relationship with the farmer. Now we know that that food is medicine that's being grown with love, not just, destroying the earth as we make more production, more money for it. And so it starts to be a self look in the mirror to say, okay, what do you want? What do I want? What do I love? What inspires me? And what am I willing to do for that? And so sometimes maybe a whole 180-degree shift. Well, I used to do this and that, but now I don't. I'm shifting it. And it will take us years to recover it. But if we are doing it, our children will be following those examples. The examples of when everybody was pandemic fear last year, We were gathering, we were sharing medicine, we were in ceremonies, we were praying for all relations with our Mother Earth, and we were going through incredible processes. Medicines like, we call it combo, a poison from the frog that is like injecting your body with thousands of immunized systems, like injections they give, vaccines they call it. The combo is the whole conscience of the rainforest put into a little frog. But it is a neurotoxin. You don't do it right, you'll die. It's a neurotoxin. So we gotta learn, and we gotta express to the families who are now doing it all over. Let the specialists allow the people, the medicine people, to do these kinds of things so that it will work. They're trying to isolate the peptides, they call it, the essence of this frog, so they can make billions. They can't, because the frog will not produce out of the rainforest. That's how sacred that is. So as everybody afraid and locking themselves, we were open in ceremony with the sky, sweat lodges, fires, pipe ceremonies, little medicine, and sitting up with the teepee and walking with the land. No fear, going to creation. Creator, can we understand what is this? Can we have the visions? Can we connect to this fire? And can you tell us, fire, sacred fire, is this real or not? Can we maybe take lemons and good food and many other medicines to strengthen our bodies? Yes, it is there, waiting for us. It is there we come to the fire and approach it with love, grace, and gratitude. When those things are in place, I have learned, we will learn reverence. This is sacred. That forest is sacred. That tree is sacred. I have reverence for the water. I have reverence for the sacred fire. We use fire a lot. It's our central communicated, because the fire talks to the sun. The sun talks to the network of all the stars. And we are fire as well. Our Mother Earth is fire. And so when we connect that fire, no longer we need the angry, the frustration, the fear, the fire's burning, I'm afraid. We become the fire. We start to trust in how the Mother Earth is thinking. There's a global communications going on, not just the internet like this. There's also all these plants and animals and the elements are talking. And so we create the containers for that relationship to build, to bring somebody who maybe haven't had it or very expert at having that connection, and we unite that. We unite it. And so the more medicine people, the more love is around those ceremonies, the more we holograph. We holograph a vision. What is that? It's like we're praying, and then a vision starts to be physical, holograph through we call it across the veil in the mist, we can go and peek in there, and then it'll show us. Just like we see each other. We will see in the holograph, maybe through the crystals or through the forest, through the water. We look at the water, and the sparkles and the way it moves is very language to us. And so we look, and pretty soon you're like dreaming, and you're watching the water and the sparkles of the stars, the reflection of stars in the water. We call it chumilya, water stars. Just like we call it kak chumil or chumil kak, the stars of the fire. So you see the fire sprinkle, they shoot stars. You've seen those, right? Those are stars. That maybe for us was parts of a second. But what do we know if that star was it lasted millions of years in the different time relationship. So in the time relationship, when we readjust our time relationship, we travel the universe. We can now understand some of those words that the elementals are talking, and they're telling us, to all species, it's time to migrate. It's time to go back to go home, go back to sacred ground. That will be the Pashil Kayala. We talk about a place of safety, a place of emergence, a place of thriving, a place of us exchanging with others the purpose of our lives together. And so this is why we've done many gatherings. Since 1977, when I got with the elders, it was called, it first came out of the Six Nations as the White Roots of Peace. Rarijokwats and other people, Shenandoah, and many beautiful relations. Then they gathered and united with Mexico and Guatemala, became the Four Arrows. And the Four Arrows there, they travel around all Indian country. What was left of our people? This is 1974, 5, 6, just about the same time that the Elder Circle North America was created, co-created by the American Indian Institute, and many elders, Thomas Manyanka, Chief Shenandoah, Philip Deere, all bunch of beautiful elders who put their medicine, what was left of our people, and they created that circle. And we were invited in 1978 by Orange Lions, because like Chris Partida and others, we were young, 18, 19 years old, and we gathered the people, brought Rolling Thunder and other elders to bring, some of the names, some of our people like, oh, I remember Rolling, and others, so a lot of efforts. And so I was at the Humboldt State University, and then I got on the bus and left for Mexico. We went back down to Mexico and traveled with Tlacaele. And Tlacaele later united with the Lakota Nakota people to bring the Sundance back home to Mexico. And then our grandfather traveled north. It's going all over the world now, our grandpa, our ceremonial medicine. And so the prophecy that was given to us that the people will reflower again. It has happened. Our nations are a big tree full of flowers. At first they saw the beautiful tree and they came and they said, what is that? Took the flowers, took the fruit. That wasn't enough. They cut all the branches. The trunk was still there. That kind of bothered them, so they cut the trunk off. Then they forgot because years went by and the tree was still, the roots were very strong. At times, sprouts came out. They cut them down. It wasn't the right time. But then Four Arrows, all these efforts of the American Indian movement in Guatemala, I grew up in war here. Our people were not going to let that happen, that we were not going to be alive. So our people know how to defend themselves. Same with many other nations here. So the tree started to be strong, and now the nations are singing, they're talking their language, they're taking back their ceremonies, they're gathering here, and in the best, all humanity, all relations are included. Nobody's excluded. Only your heart will say to us, we say, no, you go back when your heart is more with love. And we can share love, but come back when you want to do these things. There's no forcing, there's no kind of like you have to do it, or if you don't, whatever. No, if you have the love, the doors are open. And so our flowers like this, and then we came to Guatemala and more efforts to reclaim our sovereignty. So we kept fighting for another 10 years until the peace accord. And then another elder, Cirilo Schlag, Tata Cirilo, said, okay, we gotta unite the condor and the eagle. It is time. It's in place. The nations of the condor are ready. We, the feather serpent people, we're ready. And the eagle, the nations of the eagle, the elder circle was strong. Canada was strong. So we united. He called us in Guatemala. We met a couple of times here, brought the councils together. Then go to Colombia. A lot of the nations came together. Then to Nambe, Pueblo, with our relatives, the Tewa, and a whole bunch of others, you know. And then there was recommendations by our elders, what we must do. So he says, yes, the fifth sun will come to an end. The era of the four colors of the corn, like you see our flags here, that represent our peoples. Red corn people to the east, yellow corn people to the south, black corn people to the west, and the white corn people to the north. But that didn't stop there. We must bring unity with all the corn people so that the blue corn people will physically and knowingly will rejoin us, the human family. But we got to prepare for that. You know, we got to dissolve all these illusions that we've been indoctrinated in so that we, again, our medicine is love, is respect, is honor for life. It is what I do, I give it with love, and I don't ask for return like that. And so the condor and the eagle happened. The recommendations was take the fires all around, bring the people together around those sacred fires. And that's how it brought me to many nations around North America, Europe, South America, back home here. And we have traveled as councils, not as individuals, as members of councils, the Maya, the Cachiquel, the Sotujil. We got, you know, these great councils we have here. So we're part of those. Together we move with the force of love, recuperate. Sometimes we got to buy our lands back. That's all right. We're getting it back. We're getting it back. You know, and we got to continue the medicine exchange. So then we went around, an example, ended up in Haida, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, and unifying the people. And we see that fire made a difference all the way up to Haida, to Tlingit, to Inuit, all along Coast Salish people. Ooh, beautiful. It used to be only maybe 2-3 canoes. They weren't even allowed to bring the canoes across the ocean. Now there's 5,000 or more canoes. Wow, the reflowering of the people of the West Coast. I know it's happening all around. You know, the mountain dancers of the Apache, the Kachina dancers of the Hopi, our tipis are all over, the barbers are strong, are beautiful. And that we have to share with the world. But not for them to copy it and steal it and take it away. That's what I love to do, is to teach and share. What is it that, you know, the 2 recommendations they told me, they like tattooed it in my body, in my soul. Eric, love as we have loved. Whatever you do, all these that we're exchanging, we're sharing with you, love it as we have loved. And take care of it as we have taken care of it. It's that simple. So simple. Just love it, and automatically you want to take care of it. So then we have a lot of recommendations. The medicine will come. The lodges, the pipes will come. The tipis or the arbors or the kivas will come. But you must train. We must dissolve this, I want this and I want that, and I can't, you know, this hungry ghost. So we have medicines to feed the hungry ghosts and give them nice recommendations. This is the way we smoke the pipe. This is the way we make medicine. This is the way we learn to die well. No fear, because I know I'm going to birth again. So we die a lot. We constantly die, but that's all right because we're born again. And when I die, this body finally rested the Mother Earth. I know I'm going to be born. They show me where I'm going. And I'm like, okay, I'll do my best as long as you give me the breath and the opportunity, the privilege, the honor to take you through my essence and then share it, express it in the way you want. We call it the hollow bone. Just let it be, let it come through. There's nothing written or that we gotta practice it, or it's just spirit comes in because we live it. I was asked the other day, hey, are you doing any events or anything at your, are we here now? The people know I'm here. It's like, I don't do that. But when are you doing a ceremony? I'm always in ceremony. I'm not going to tell everybody what am I doing. We had pipe ceremony the other night and cacao ceremony for the full moon. We had a lodge the day before. We had a couple of fires just the last week, and we're going to keep doing that. You know, it's not like on schedule, and we just live it. You know, and so that's the gratitude that we have chosen to live by. Somebody requests something, if we can help, we'll do our best. If not, we'll find somebody to help, like women things, grandmother things. I don't know. I'm not a grandmother. So I know Susan, I know others who will say, hey, you got to connect with this grandma. There's Marsha Forrest. There's a healer. There's an elder. You know, you go talk to them about. There's midwives to learn about women things. Little girls, when you die, go with the women. Because the little girl will die with the first blood. We call it Ishkik, Nana Ishkik. She's now in the presence. The blood woman. Now a woman is born. Oh, I don't like this. I got to go back being a little girl. No, you can't. The rites of passage, the celebration of that life, the ceremonies to honor. Welcome home, beautiful woman. Grandma will come. Aunties will come. Your mother will be there. Your sisters will be there to share with you how to be a woman, how to take care of that sacredness. Because right now, nobody really doing that. And the boys, they're not getting that either. So there's conflict. There's disrespect. There's expectations that never get fulfilled in a long life of unhappiness. And it can be so simple. The ceremony, celebrate it. All the women here, gather up. Honor that first blood is not shameful. It's not dirty. It's not sick. It's sacred. What do you do with that blood? Now, what do you do with that fertility, that womanness that you have? And the same thing with us, with the men, the boys. Okay, boys, let's talk about men things now. You're no longer a boy. There's things you can around. There's things you must respect. The things that you must stand with. Not behind or not forward, but side to side. The rites of passage. Take you up to the mountains. Let's go pray. Get the vigor, the vigor, you know, the strength, the power of a man. To when it comes tough, we're not going to run. We're not going to drain it in alcohol or violence or nothing. We're going to stand there. Take the medicine. Have you ever seen the anger of a woman? Because take it in, man. Take it. Be there for that, for your mother. Be there for your sisters. Be there for your wives. Be there for your daughters. I have granddaughters. And it's like, I have a 6-year-old daughter. And it's like, wow, what a privilege to witness now. That which I saw 40, my son is 40 years old. And my first grandson is 17. And life is full, beautiful. And it's like, wow. What do we need to do now for them to thrive and be safe and be beautiful and be respectful? And it's very easy. Just spend time, make it fun, make it sacred. This is your paint. This is how we go into nature. This is you're the warrior of life now. And so what is it? Build your lodge. Make your medicine. Plant your trees. Harvest the beauty in the forest. Make it yours. That's why we're here. To be part of it. Not be separated. And so we see how the world is when that was not in place. They'll cut the whole forest, pollute the ocean, kill the species. I mean, you know what's going on. And so our work, our love, our sharing is vital. Not even important anymore. It's vital that we can share with humanity an option. If you like the way you're in the city and all the conflicts and all, okay, as you wish, my love. As you wish. But can we express and can we share an option? So many people come with, at the end of the road, more or less, divorce, angry, sickness, everything's shattered, homeless, coming out of addictions, and like, okay. We could have been before all that thing started, but now that we're here, let's dissolve. Let's go and die. Let the body go. Let those minds, all that baggage, let all that bad medicine. Let's bury it. Let's burn it up. Let's wash it. So we have our temazcales here we have many gardens and we collect the medicine when the water's hot. In the pots, we have clay pots in the fireplaces here. And so we go gather before the lodge, gather the medicines. And we put them in the pots. And the fire goes, heats them up, and starts to boil water. That's the tea, is the ishmayul, the mist of the achkomela, the ishkomela. These are the essence and the healers. That the plants, the spirits live in the plants. They're not just plants, They're spirits in each leaf, each branch, each rikush of the plant, the essence of that plant. So, Grandpa, hey, good to see you this morning. Can I have a little bit of you so we can come a little closer to you? Why do we heal? Why do we pray? Why do we want to do something? And so we start to say, I'm doing this for my relations. And I am right, so we don't ask for ourselves anymore. Have pity on me, or please help me, or guide me. Maybe guide, because we're still not clear. But then our prayer is how to include everybody. So in the temazcal, we bring the feather serpent in there. And the training is to how do we unify all forces in one place. So the tree people give up their bodies to give food to the fire. And then we make nest. We have learned not to use lighters or matches or gasoline to start our fires. That contaminating our relationship to creation in our way, in our view. We make nest. Go gather, not just grasses and medicine. You make a house, like you make a house. How do you want your house to be? Well, I want air to come across. I like to see the view. I like to be natural from rocks and things. What do you want that nest? Because we're going to ask another spirit. Tohil. Katampe ni malech kachaw tohil. Ni malech nawal tohil. Takyungong mak. Katampe ri rukush kaslem rihai. Come this way, achaw kunrakang. How to heal. I want to, which of you stars will light my fire? So if you have a strike, the stars come up. That star could burn the forest. It's brought by the kakulha, they're lightning people, the thunder beings. Kakulha comes in, and a spark, a star, an actual star, jumps from your striker, and it lands in your nest, in the house. The house of creation now begins, just like a big giant star. But now this is something you brought the spirit. What a way to start your fire, your ceremonial fire. Like, wow. Now the spirit of a star comes in, and now you're going to make a stargate. You're going to open the vortexes and the doors into universal places. Spirits will come and dance, kachinas and ancestors and ancestors yet to be born. You see those spirits coming. They're coming. It's their songs. Welcome, welcome spirits. Welcome. Hey, come on, Katampe, come here. Welcome home. Then you have your nest. Then you, the breath of life. Fire's born. You take the fire now, you give it to the wood people, the tree people. And there you do whatever. You cook your food, you heat up your lodges, you pray. Now the tobacco is ready to be received. The cedar, the sage, the copal, the ensarte, all the medicines we have. There's thousands, hundreds of thousands of medicines. But what do we choose to have a relationship with? And that starts to be the walking the beauty way. To understand what does it take to have a prayer. We don't need the gasoline. We don't need the pallets of wood, contaminated nails. We don't need the newspaper. We don't need all that. We don't need matches. Use a bow. We have bows too. We put the energy. When you do this, you're creating energy fields. So now the hands to heal can come and do what it needs to do. What a difference. So we start to select in our ceremonials, what is it that we want to offer creation? What do we want to harvest? What do we want to grow? What am I a part of? So it starts to become Lukuluk Kaslem, the sacredness of life. It starts to be something that it's alive. And it will make a difference. The lightning will come and strike your ceremony. Spirits will come in, other tornadoes of wind and so forth. All these things, some of you have witnessed it. When the connection really beautiful like that. And so this is what they taught our elders, and we're just repeating. I'm a parrot to Tlacaele, a parrot to the councils, to share. Because not everybody could go to Colombia or some places, so we go out and we share with the world. And then we find brothers and sisters like here, this beautiful family. To what does it take to have peace? To look at each other, it's like, oh, we were strangers half an hour ago, but no longer. And I always share to our people, says, at the right moment, I said, we're going to fall in love with each other. Soon enough, I'm going to share with you. I said, I love you. And I mean it. Kids said to their moms, Eric says that he loves me. And I really feel it, the boy says. But you know what? He loves everybody. He loves all these things. And so that becomes the medicine, that which turns the wheel, the power of life. To reclaim that that's why we do our ceremonies. So we always say, whenever you're ready, we're ready. Gather up like Susan's doing over there. The last time we went to Illinois, I think it was. And then Marcia's gathering over there. And I know you are also gathering, encouraged to light the fires, not just on the weekends. Because a lot of our ceremonies is according to the clock and the mindset of this society. Has nothing to do with the alignment, nothing to do with full moon, morning star, the conjunctions or nothing. It's convenience. But that's okay. We'll keep moving. But maybe soon enough, we'll start choosing full moon is on Wednesday. Oh man, what is your priority? What is your priority? So I want to see the full moon. I don't care if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. We'll say it's Huminak time, the gathering of the people. Oh, today's Wakshakibats. Oh, Belecheb E. No, it's going to be on Oshlachukech. Oh, it will be on Belecheb Kemeh. The true days of the alignments to galactic time, planetary time, spiritual time. So sometimes we sponsor meetings, peyote meetings. Say, why are you doing it on Tuesday? Because there is the alignment with the moon and the sun and the morning star. When you get out of that teepee, you're going to see a morning star rising. Like, wow. And so we start to choose a different connection, a different relationship to life. Not what they say, oh, Lover's Day is coming, then Holy Week, then it got us busy with all the festivities of the Western, the President's Day, and I don't know what else, the 4th of July, and then it's Christmas, and then New Year, and it's a market thing. No ceremony, no celebrating of life. So, well, we got to buy presents for everybody, otherwise nobody's going to like me. Go cut the forest so we have a tree in the house, and then throw it away, but before New Year or the first weekend New Year, all the trees are laying by the dumpsters. The trees, could have given us life. It gave us air. So what if we take a tree and then go plant it? Give back. If we harvest one, let's plant 20. That's our mathematics. If I harvest something, I gotta plant 20. So I have harvested some trees before, and we have planted here, like I said, over 500,000. We want to get to the millions, and that's our efforts to get the young people and plant trees, plant. Tule, plant the tule along the lake so the water is pure. Bring more fish, bring the ducks, bring the birds that nest on the tules. The amount 3,000 pines here, and then more over there, and here, So it is my gratitude given to. This is my thanksgiving to life. And so my thanksgiving to life is to share like this. Hey, don't throw the trash, we'll go pick it up. Sometimes our crew, our council here will go and get a boat, and we'll come back with a boat full of trash. We just found a bunch of stuff. There even a floating plastic boat. We just threw it. But we're going to pick it up and take it, dispose of it away from the lake, And so what does it take? And that's the personal questions. What am I willing to love? How much love do I have to give? And when we find out how much love, man, it never ends. What are you doing? Oh, I'm making love with this flower. Wait a minute, just wait for a minute. And everybody's like, come on, we got to get on the boat. Man. Wow. Come here, check this out. Oh, we got to go. No, come here. Let's take this medicine with us. We might get there late, but we got medicine. We were blessed by that beautiful flower. And some of you who are, we see my posts, it's a lot of flowers. Like, Eric, how many flowers are you going to be posting? Well, it's a new one, but it's the same color as the last 10,000 of them. Yeah, but it's a new one. See, it's different. See, it has a name. It has an essence. It has a spirit. And so what is it that we want to do with this council? So Susan says, come on, share a little bit. Because we live this way. We want to encourage, inspire each other. We want to support each other. So whenever, we can collaborate, that's what we love to do. And so first we say, okay, what do you need? What can I share? That these experiences of all these elders can culminate into a sharing. Then we take it. Make it yours. Whatever word, 2 words, maybe 5 words, make it yours. Take it with you. Sometime I was with my brother's Berkam's family up in Montana, teepee going up. Western, these are Northern Cheyenne people, my family up there. And at the morning, I was like, I like that one song. So my mind is going like I'm singing, and Mike Bear comes out, hey, did you steal any songs? Like, like, no, I didn't. I was lying, right? Ah, too bad. Next time, maybe you'll steal not just one, but steal a whole bunch of them. Like, oh man, that should be more honest, right? Be honest. Next time, yeah, I stole 5 songs this time. Oh, good for you. Take it with you. Take this love. Take this medicine. Make it yours. Gather more people. Make more Zooms. Light the fire. Don't be afraid. Bring the medicine. Stay healthy. Stay strong. If your happiness is high, love, strong, many things don't come into you. All these diseases are fear-based. They're poisons. And they're antidotes to those poisons. They're antidotes to all those sicknesses. We call it medicine. And so may medicine come in your life. When you see it, take it. Hug that person. Give it that love. Share that medicine. We need it, especially the children. They're trying to separate us even more. You want to cut away the 6 feet. You be over there, I'm over here. Okay. Can we live with that? Can our children live with no hugging? Some of us maybe had violent families or no family at all. And we know how yearning, if you weren't breastfed, you yearn something. You're never complete. You're always searching for something. Because that whatever reason you didn't nurture that baby from the beginning. We didn't get that. So what are we going to do to refill it? That's our journey. That's what we do in our ceremonies. How do we reclaim that? Oh, my grandpa wasn't there to tell stories or sing, or my dad, whatever. How do we heal that? And we start like this, conscience. Every action has a purpose. And the purpose is not, what is it? So we got to understand it, if it's this or if it's that. But we're conscious. Okay, I want to harvest corn for my food, or I want to have some and sell some. So then you know that that's what you're going to do. But do I want to chemically and grow so I get more money so I can go buy corn? Because you're not going to eat the corn because you know what you sprayed in it. And so we start to, whoa, wait a minute. What if I grow most of what I need or harvest what I need, and then I share some of it and sell some of it? And it starts to be a whole circle. We say circle is in harmony. So we have the same symbol of the 4 directions. The cross is even. And we say this is to make things in order. Fire is in order, the water is in order, the air is in order, and the breath is in order. And then the house of the spirit in the middle, it's in order. Your body is in the spirit. You are the spirit house. So how do we use the fire? Angry, frustrated, war, like that? Sure, that's how this society has used it. The water, drowning you with fears and poisons and so forth. We got to swim out of them. And then learn to swim them. Sure, we're going to navigate these countries, these societies, but we're not being part of it. We're working towards the liberation of humanity, the evolutionary of our world into the essence again, into the peaceful place that it was intended to be. Let the bears do the bear thing. Let the rivers do their river thing. Because if we don't, we gotta manage it later, and then it's not in harmony, and then the whole snowball. The other is easier. I always think about it like, so people brought cows and sheep and replace the buffalo and the elk and the deer. You didn't have to manage the elk and the buffalo and the deer. You just have to be part of the cycle of their lives, the herd, right? So you hunt it or you gather. So then now we killed it all. Now we got to raise the cattle and the sheep because we think we can manage it better. And now we see what happens is you got not much nourishment coming out of those things. And they want to give more the supply and demand, so we don't have a cohesive relationship. It's in turmoil. So what do we do now? We got to establish our part to what they call ecosystems, to support the cleansing and the purification of our mess that we created. And it comes clear when in ceremony. It's like, wow, I'm in love now, man. What can I do? Roll up your sleeves and like, I'm ready. I'm ready to come here and share medicine. Somebody says, come on over and bring the little firewood, bring the fire. We're gonna pour a little water. My bundles are ready. The fire is ready. The stones are ready. The medicine bundles are ready. So boom, let's go. The rattles and the drums and the staffs are ready. But it took what it took to get that bundle ready to go. Got to learn. We got to be part of it. We got to understand what's happening. And then we train. And then the people will trust you. It says, okay, now, Tat Eric, or you come across the beauty way, and let's set up this teepee, let's set up that fireplace and pray. Let's help out each other. How is it in your neck of the woods? Well, I'm a hummingbird. So from my hummingbird place, all the pollen here goes to Jaira, goes to Tegua, all the places, and we share it. Oh, we want this. Oh, we want that. Okay, because Cuauhtemoc, he was the general to Montezuma. And they're called the orders of Anahuac. Anahuac is our nation. At that time, the nation was the condor and the eagle under confederation of agreements. And Anahuac, Cuauhtemoc says, the time will come of the great darkness to our land. Many things will not survive. Many will be dispersed throughout, and they will be lost in this great, like a big tidal wave coming. And we saw the darkness coming. They said, but there will be the time and the moment the timekeepers will say that it is time. And we went there, we got there. It is time. And so the time they said, maybe that nation kept their language. This nation kept the lodge. This nation, the Huichol people and the Tarahumara and the Yaqui, they kept the relationship to Grandpa Peyote. The Kogi and Arahuaco and others kept the essence to another, And so all these nations had little pieces left. And they said that there would be the time when they will teach each other. This was written in the Mexica codices. And so we saw that that's what the teachings of the 4 arrows was, that the time was now. The reflowering of our people is now. Not only for us in this, but all world. So we are one family now. We're sharing that one water. We know there's one world. That is that one fire. We breathe the one air that comes from that one tree. So we have a symbiotic relationship to each other. I need you. I need you. I need this circle of grandmothers to be strong, to be thriving, to be supported, and for us to be grateful. I am grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for Susan, all of you grandmothers and the grandpas who are here, our family. That's what's going to take. Here is the good medicine. Here's what we can share to the world. It says we are unified. We are in a unified field. What is inside is just love. If we have any other intentions, I want you because I want money, I want this because I want that, it won't work again. It's not, it's a dead end. And that dead end is destroying our Mother Earth. So a clear path, simple and beautiful. It is real simple. And it's a great revealing of the great mystery. But we will see the veil open up and we'll see that light, we'll see the beauty way coming to life, and you, us together, alone, in your neck of the woods, and when we gather, is true medicine. And then we'll be all striking a nest to offer all 1,000 nests to that one fire. Your medicines from the woods, that medicine, when it's burned, it will talk to the woods. All the plants will know that that's being in place right there. That the spirits are coming, that they will manifest themselves. Wind, fire, lightning, light, all kinds of ways. And then we know that we're not by ourselves, we're not alone. That what we do, what we think matters. It truly matters. And so we're careful, we start to train to be careful what I think, how I said things, and why I say and do the things that we do and the things that we say. So it becomes beautiful medicine. And it crosses all fields. There's no race, gender, age group, choices, seen and unseen. It's all that crosses over into everything. And that's what we are so passionate and loving to share all the time. That's why I'm here, to add a little piece of grain to the circle here. I need help with the little fire. Okay, I'll come with. We need the presence because we know together it makes beautiful medicine. I'll come over. If I can, I'd love to be there. And I'd love to invite you. Come on over. One of these days, we're getting ready to have a huge gathering, a call to our nation here, the Maya. It's gonna be like a big drum. The Mayan assembly is gonna be in power, in like sovereign. I live in a village that the military is not allowed. They don't pay taxes. They don't allow things because it's a sovereign Sutujil nation, Mayan nation, within the governance of the countries that they call U.S. and Mexican. So, is that my time? Okay, because I'm just getting started now.
We got 5 minutes, Eric. If you could wrap us up, it's been beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. When we take a breath and breathe in this medicine, just go. Matyosh awe ni malechacha. Matyosh ni malech rukushkach rukushu lef. Kurkushka kiet, kurkush ya rukuska stemal. Kurkushka kotzijal, rukushka kastemal. Matyoshisha we ni malech katit kamama. Lokoluch katat bitol kanan sakol olom kocholom. Lokoluch kachav kabawil tohila bilisha kakabits. Matyoshisha we ni malech nawal achaw kunaku o meter. Achaw kenako sha chorsher tatzich riyin o mekaecheka gara ayana. Matyoshisha we ni malech rukushika slim bay. Matyoshisha we ni malech rukushu lev. Nim chayu lev. Achaw kunrakang katampe. Ni malech achaw katat pitol kanan sakol. Achaw kunrakang. Nim kakulha, rash kakulha, chipi kakulha. Risak kakulha, rinawal rikich. Matyoshisha we ni malech nawal achaw kunaku. I hope.
Thank you, everyone. I will be ending the call in 20 seconds. Thank you so much, Eric.